Hi-ho, everyone, and welcome back to the Adventures of Turwinkle, the gnome mage. Well, hi, Turwinkle.
Hi there.
Are you all set for tonight?
Affirmative.
Well, great, because tonight we're going to be interviewing the guild, the White Sigil. So we're looking forward to it, and we're down here on the Stormwind docks because they have a ship that they call their home base. So we'll be joining them on the ship. So it'll be great. So let's take a look here. It's one of these ships out here. I'm imagining it's this one over here, but we will find out. And we should have a lot of fun. So, Torwinkle, are you excited?
Woohoo!
Great. Well, let's get to it and let's find these fine folks. All right, well, here we are on the docks, and we're coming around the corner, and there they are. Look at them, folks. They're all on the ship, and they're ready. They look great. They're ready to be interviewed. Let's see if we can get up here. Okay, we need a gnome step ladder here or something. Let's try to jump Turwinkle up. Okay. Boy, we need a gnome ladder here or something. That's a jump and a half. Hello, folks.
Hello. Hi. Hello.
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 Yo. Good evening.
Good evening. And Cinefe says hello. So, we have a wonderful group here called the White Sigil, and we have been looking forward to this for a while now. And you guys are great. And so, folks, let's go ahead and get to know the White Sigil tonight. So we'll be right back, and we're going to start our lesson here next. So we'll be right back with some. All right, so here we have the guild leader of the White Sigil, Dr. Agnes Yardley, Guildmaster of the White Sigil, Battle Mender, nickname Marjoram, Guildmaster of the White Sigil. She's a level 89 Worgen Priest, and currently her gown is clean and pressed, so she has come looking very nice for us, so thank you. And we are so excited to meet all you folks. And so let's learn a little bit about you, shall we? Well, I guess we'll start with the nickname.
Sure. So her nickname is Marjoram, and the main reason for it is because the name Agnes was taken on Wormrest Accord. Most good names, like former names and proper names, are kind of taken on RP servers because people kind of hold that as like a really cool thing to get
Sure.
the original name.
You bet.
So, I chose the name Marjoram because of her backstory. She's from Gilneas, and when she originally came to Stormwind City, people would ask her to introduce herself, or they'd ask her her name, and she would tell them, "My name is Marjoram," because her name, Agnes Yardley, was sort of well known because of her family. The Yardleys were perfumers
Oh,
in
okay.
Gilneas, and they were kind of fairly well-known merchants. So in order to hide her identity, since she didn't really know anybody in Stormwind, she would tell them her name was Marjoram.
Well, great. And did you clean and press your gown just for this event?
Agnes is a very fussy character. There is a lot of development in her appearance and her clothing. They actually play a very big role in who she is. So when you see Agnes wearing her very finely pressed, bustled gowns and dresses, it's because she is all about her appearance, and that factors a lot into who the character is.
Okay, great. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to have you introduce these fine folks that have come with you tonight, and we'll do that as soon as we come back. So we'll be back for you to introduce these fine folks. All right, so we're going to have the guild leader go with us down the line and introduce these fine folks that came with her tonight. And so we will start on the very left here.
Okay, this is Dame Mida Shieldheart. Mida is a knight errant. She is formerly known as Mida Topalock. She is an officer of the White Sigil. Her title is Mida the Hordebreaker, which does come into play with her backstory.
Okay.
She's a level 90 gnome rogue. And currently, as you will come to see about a lot of the sigil, she is injured. Her nose is swollen and newly bruised.
Oh
But she
no.
does have a bandolier of throwing knives.
Yeah, we got to watch out for that. But oh no, I'm so sorry that she's hurt. All right, so the next one here.
All right, and we have another gnome knight. This is Dame Luminar Topalak. She is also a knight errant. She is a guardian rank of the White Sigil. Her title is Luminar, Champion of the Frozen Wastes. She is a level 90 gnome warrior. Her currently says that she has a sprite darter on her shoulder, and that her prison and her gang tattoos are showing.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, Luminar. Tough gnome.
Oh boy, yeah. Whoa, whoa. Okay. Now they both have the same last. Oh wait. One formerly was Topalak, and she is Topalak. What happened here?
So this is something cool. I really like this about some of our gnome players. Mida and Luminar are knights. Mida's name was formerly Mida Topalak, but she was knighted by Inla Shieldheart. Upon being knighted, she took the last name Shieldheart. Mida then went on to knight Luminar, and Luminar took Mida's surname Topalak as her own. She used to be Luminar Silvershield.
Okay.
So, because of codes of knightly honor, they now have new surnames,
Ah,
which I think is pretty cool for gnomes.
that is awesome. Great job, guys. All right, next in line is Miss. Okay, I'm gonna let you say it.
Okay. This is Miss Miraneve Lancaster. She is a shadow priestess and a mender of the White Sigil. Her nickname is Mira. She is also a guardian of the White Sigil. Her title is Miraneve Hand of a Doll. She's a level 90 human priest, and her currently, which she almost always is icily, is cheerful.
Oh, great. There goes a gnome. Someone flying there. Okay. The docks are a busy place, are they not?
They really are.
All right, next in line.
Next we have Miss Jenilyn Montgomery, who is a Westphalian soldier. She is from Westphal, good old country girl from Westphal. Her nickname is Jen or Jenna. She is an initiate of the White Sigil, but she is up for promotion soon to be a guardian, as you can see
Ooh.
by her plate armor. She's pretty tough.
Great.
She is Jenilyn the Hordebreaker. She's a level 90 normal paladin, and being a country girl, she is pretty normal. She also bakes really good cupcakes and muffins. And she
Great.
doesn't have a currently, but she is one of our cheerful guardians.
Wonderful. All right. Next.
Here we have our Pandaren. We have Luxoin Firetail. She is a Dawn Adept and a farm owner. Her nickname is Lux or Luxie. Now, Luxoin is a medic of the White Sigil. We have guardians and we have medics. And our medics are some of our menders, our doctors, or our healers. And Luxoin is a very good one.
Oh, great.
Her title is Luxoin the Patient. She is a level 90 Shenzin Pandaren, so she came from the Turtle Island. She's a Pandaren priest, and her currently says that she's a little nervous, and her tail, which is always moving in RP, it's so cute the way she RPs it, her tail is twitching with energy.
Okay. Who was breathing on us here? Someone was breathing on us. Okay.
Yeah, we sometimes get people who come by the boat.
Sure. All right, next in line.
Okay, here we have Canum Ashton, who is a member of the White Sigil. He's an amateur tinker. He's also a medic. He does a lot of healing and mending for the Sigil. He's a very good up-and-coming battle mender. He just doesn't realize it.
Okay, great.
His title is Lore Master. He is a level 90 Gilnean druid, and kind of like Mida, it currently shows that he is injured. He is mostly recovered, though. He's still limping with his right leg stiff, and he kind of has to lean heavily on people right now. His leg has taken a lot of battering in the past couple days.
Okay, we'll definitely be coming back to that. So great. So we'll move on to the next to the line, and we'll give you a second to recover here for a second. And all right, we're back and continuing on down the line here. We're now on Lacer,
Yes, indeed. This is Lysair Greycall. She is a druid of the wild, and she is the regent of the White Sigil, which means she is ranked second in command, right under Agnes.
Oh,
Her
okay.
nickname is Lass or Mama Bear. Anybody who knows Lysair will know why she's called Mama Bear. She's the regent of the White Sigil. Her title is Starcaller Lysair. She is a level 90 Kaldorei druid. And again, unfortunately, her currently depicts that she is injured. She has a facial bruise and she's banged up.
Holy,
Poor lad.
holy smokes! What are you doing to these poor folks, ma'am?
I'm overworking them.
Holy smokes! Okay. Next in line.
Next, we have a Draenei. We have Sinafe. And as you can see, Sinafe is her name and her title. The Draenei customarily do not have last names. Sometimes as they get older or they have anything that defines their life, they take on a title. But Sinafe is a young Draenei, so she's just known as Sinafe. Her nickname is Sina. She is also a medic of the White Sigil. Her title is Sinafe the Explorer. She's a level 90 Draenei shaman. And her currently is a little bit different from the rest of us. She is currently looking healthy and happy.
Okay. Yes. All right. Well, here we are. We're all relaxed. We're sitting down, and we're gonna start our discussion here. So, how did, and I always ask this right off the bat, how did you come up with the name the White Sigil?
Well, the White Sigil was not created by me. The founder of the White Sigil created the guild about 4 years ago. I believe September 21st is going to be our 4th anniversary. It'll be our birthday.
Oh, okay.
The White Sigil was founded by Marius Everman, who created the sigil based off of a symbol that he felt was very important, the white crescent moon. It's kind of a symbol similar to what you might see in real life. It's like the Red Cross. When people see it, they kind of immediately know that help is on the way. You know, it's all going to be all right. You know, support is coming in, because the White Sigil as a guild is a humanitarian aid organization like the Red Cross.
Oh.
I roughly liken us to being like the Red Cross of Azeroth.
Oh, okay.
So that's where the name kind of comes from.
Great. Well, that's wonderful. He's taken kind of an outside organization like the Red Cross and brought it into the RP and formed a guild around it. Well, great. So, well, I guess that brings us right to that next question. You guys, that's what your guild is based around then, is that correct? Kind of a humanitarian, like you just said, a humanitarian type guild where you go and help people?
Yeah, if you think about Azeroth as being kind of a war-torn world where there's lots of conflict and, you know, people are constantly getting hurt or dying, you're going to have a need for forces like that, for forces like the Red Cross, which would go to, you know, terrible war-torn areas and try to give help to the people there, or like Doctors Without Borders that pretty much does the same. There's a definite appeal there for story because, you know, wherever you have horrible things like that happening, there's always a force of good that kind of wants to come in and make things a little better. So that's
Sure.
what the Sigil does. They're humanitarian aid, and they do everything for free. Everything is kind of charity, and they basically help out Azeroth, mostly the Alliance, to become a better, happier place for everybody.
Well, great. Yes, Oscar? Did you have something to add, sir?
No, not really. I was just being dumb.
No, sir, you were stretching. That's all you were doing. That's perfectly fine. You're a big guy. You got to stretch. Okay. Well, we'll be right back with some more questions, and we'll dig a little deeper into the White Sigil. All right, so we're back. So, how many members do you currently have in the White Sigil?
We have probably about 40 individual accounts. We have people who kind of come on leave of absence, or they play other games and so forth, but the Sigil as a whole has had a pretty consistent member base. We have some people who have been here since it was founded, and we have some people who are brand new, but over time there's a lot of familiar faces. I'd probably say about 40 individual people, 40 to 44 individual people.
Sure, and how many alts are we looking at?
Oh goodness, we allow 2 alts per character.
Oh, okay.
So I think we have about 70 people in the guild, 71 people in the guild.
All right.
Characters overall.
So about, would you say about 30 alts then?
Yeah, I'd say.
All right. And you limit the number of alts?
Yeah, for safety's sake, since it's an RP guild above all things, we kind of try to keep everybody's alts to about 2.
Okay.
Once you join the guild and you get past the initiate phase, you get promoted to either guardian or medic, depending on basically what your character's strong suit is. And from there, you're allowed to bring in 2 alts. They can be either IC alts with the guild, as in the alts also are part of the sigil, or they can be OOC and unaffiliated with the guild.
All right. Well, wonderful. So I guess that brings us right into that next question. What do you consider your guild? Is it a heavy RP guild, a medium RP guild, or a light RP guild?
I would say, given the number of campaigns that we do and the years that we've been around, we are a very heavy RP guild. We've done PvE raiding in the past. We do have members who will do arenas, or they'll do battlegrounds, they'll do some light PvP. But on the whole, if you join the White Sigil, you're usually here for the story and the storyline building. So we're definitely heavy RP.
Okay, great. And well, what is the White Sigil doing currently in the RP? What is their RP currently?
Well, they recently had a transition in the leadership. Marius, the founder of the guild and the guild leader, retired after about 4 years of leading the White Sigil. And when he retired, he passed the mantle of guild master on to Agnes. So they've been adjusting to having a new leader, and they've also been adjusting to doing a lot of recruitment. There seems to be a lot of people coming back from the war in Pandaria, I see. And so they're looking for things to do with themselves. They're looking for ways to put their hands to good use. A lot of them are veterans, or they're healers who have come back from the battlefield. So they join up with the White Sigil mostly because they want to make the world a better place. They want to help people out still. Or they are usually are specialists who want to come and join because they know people in the guild and they have connections.
All right.
So the Sigil mostly right now is operating as usual. They do patrols, they do free meal handouts, and they do charity. We do have some cool storylines coming up soon with villain
Uh-oh.
for the Sigil.
Uh-oh.
Some of the officers are making up some villain storylines.
Dun dun
And
dun.
those won't be coming around until, yeah, those won't be coming around until about late September and October. But when they do, I'm pretty sure it will be exciting.
Okay, let me ask you. So when the mantle, yes, Luxon?
Oh, I think she got disconnected.
Uh-oh. Oh no. And
Yeah,
that'll happen. That's fine.
disconnect.
That's okay.
I think Oscar has to log for the night, so
Oh,
as usual, we all have real live. So
sure.
we come and we go.
Well, Oscar,
yeah.
thank you for coming. And we will hopefully see Oscar in the future. So thank you for coming, Oscar. And I guess my question was going to be, and still is, when they retired and they passed that mantle on to you, was it something you took willingly, or did you have to really think about it?
Well, OOC, on an OOC level, I've led guilds before. I've been a guild leader for probably about 5 or 6 years on and off.
Oh, okay.
RP guilds and PvE guilds. So on an OOC level, I was completely fine with it. IC, Agnes had a little concern about it. She was a little worried. She's a bit of a green mender. She's a doctor, but she's still pretty young. She's nowhere near as old as Marius. So it took a little of adjustment for her. OOC, I was just really happy to give Raps, who plays Marius, any assistance that she needed, and Lacera and I we just wanted to make sure that she felt comfortable about where the guild went.
Well, great. And are they still playing the game, OOC, or is it, or have they just stopped playing WoW?
They've taken a hiatus. They pop on every now and then. Marius will pop on, and the RP will be, very cheerful because everybody will want to come and give Marius a hug. But on an OOC level, Raps is taking a break from the game right now.
Okay. All right. Well, wonderful. So we'll come back and we'll talk a little more about what people who are looking for you can expect. So we'll be right back. Alrighty. Well, unfortunately, Sina Fey is going to have to leave. She has work in real life to get to. So we want to thank you for coming this evening. Oh, yes, we'll give you a nice bow here as well. Oops. Let's try that again, shall we? Good grief. There we go. Thank you so much for, yes, very nice meeting you as well, CFA, and we will look for you in future adventures of Turwinkle. So thank you for coming, and hopefully you will watch and enjoy the rest of the interview. So thank you. All right, well, Sina Fey left us, unfortunately, but we had Argonis show up in her stead, so if we want to go ahead and introduce him.
Sure, this is Argonis the Ironclad. He's one of our newer members. He is a 7th Legion Lieutenant. As you can see by his armor, you hardly even need to read his title, that he's a Guardian of the White Sigil.
Right.
He is known as Argonis the Hordebreaker. He's a level 90 Draenei Paladin, and it currently says that he is fighting the good fight on the shores of Krasarang with the... it cuts off there, but I'm pretty sure he's fighting out there with the Alliance forces. He is one of our champions. There's a great story about how he became the champion of the White Sigil.
Oh, okay. Well, let's go ahead and share that. How did he become champion of the White Sigil?
Well, there is a guild known as the Order of the Golden Law. They are a well-known holy order and kind of like law guild in Stormwind City.
Yes, we'll be interviewing them in the next couple weeks, you bet.
Oh, great. See, they're allies of ours. We have a guild alliance with them.
Wonderful.
And they're wonderful people, and they throw some great events. They threw a tournament up in Northrend at the Argent Tournament in Icecrown. And there was a tournament of the Joust. And unexpectedly, the Dark Horse Argonis entered the battle with the Joust, and against everybody's predictions, he won the whole tournament of the Joust.
Wow. Wonderful. That's awesome. Great. So you guys then gave him the title champion of the White Sigil.
Yeah, he won the title of champion of the Joust by the Golden Law. But since the White Sigil, you know, they're a humanitarian aid organization, they don't normally go to tournaments to win or to fight or even to enter. Usually they're there healing up people who got too badly beat up during the fight. But then Argonis comes along and just wins the Joust. What was coolest is that he won the Joust on a giant Exodar Elec. Whereas everybody else was on these wonderful dashing horses, Argonis jousted on an Elec.
Some may say that gave him an advantage.
It could have. It was a big Elec.
Well, great. Wonderful. So we'll be right back, and we will get into what new members can expect when they come to find you. All right, and we're back. So, what do you folks look for when it comes to recruiting? As far, what are you looking for in people to recruit to the White Sigil?
So, we mostly take people who have a little RP experience. We don't discriminate against people who are not completely comfortable with RP. Anybody who's kind of new or kind of fresh to WoW RP. You know, we by no means do we really ever want to like cut anybody out just because they don't have a lot of experience RPing. But because some of the themes that we get into with battle and war and healing and kind of like doctoring people up after these really rough battles, it can get a little intense.
Sure.
And so we tend to look for people who have experience with handling situations like that in RP.
Okay.
Some people just really aren't comfortable with like medical sort of RP or you know, knowing lots of medical procedures or stuff like that, or combat. So we tend to look for people who are probably about middle to expert level of RP.
All right.
We don't necessarily want you to have like perfect grammar, perfect spelling, and all that, but we look for that, and for people who have well-developed characters. They've clearly kind of like put some time and energy into the backstory of the character.
Well, great. Now, we've already discussed a little bit about your guild ranks. You have Initiate, Guardian, and what was the other one? Medic?
Yes, medic is for our healers, menders, and doctors.
Okay. And so a new person, they're just invited in, they're made an Initiate. For how long?
We usually keep initiates for about 3 weeks, 3 weeks to about 4 weeks. It really and truly, the initiate period depends on what they do during that time. If they bring the character around, if they come to a lot of events, if they kind of just, we see them, have activity, it's usually a guarantee that by 3 weeks they will get promoted to guardian or medic.
Okay. And that makes sense. And then above that is your officers and then you. Is that correct?
Yes, we have officers. We have 3 officers right now. We have Mida, who is one of them, Balderos, who is a second, and then Auric, who is a third. Then we have the Regent, who is second in command. Whenever I am not online or whenever I can't be around for something, she basically acts as the guild leader. And then there's me as the guild master. Marius has stayed on as our lead advisor. There used to be a position called head physician of the guild.
Oh, okay.
And Marius has kind of taken over that, but he's mostly, since he's retired, he's kind of just like our lead advisor.
Well, great. So, if someone wants to seek you folks out, where do they go?
Well, the White Sigil has been RPing off of this ship for just about 4 years now. When the harbor was put in Wrath of the Lich King, the Sigil kind of adopted this boat as being the Quell Talon. So anytime that you want to get in touch with the Sigil, the best place to find us is usually down here on the boat, or you will see us walking around Stormwind City, usually Cathedral Square, patrolling and making sure that nobody's getting hurt, that nobody's sick, or nobody's fallen over or needs help.
Or at the wonderful pancake feed?
Exactly. We do now make our pancake nights and our free meals mobile. We'll take them to the Cathedral Square. We could take them to the Mage District or to Old Town. Wherever people are in need of a free meal, the White Sigil will go.
And they have delicious waffles with the fen bush berry syrup, which Turwinkle loves. So, so okay, they come to the boat or they find you. Who do they talk to? Do they have to talk to an officer or?
Well, normally they'll come involved with somebody that they've met from the Sigil who's not an officer, just usually one of our members. If they want to join, what we usually ask is IC. We request maybe about a week to 2 weeks, just kind of a period of time to get to know their character so that everybody IC gets to know this potential new initiate. OOC, we direct them to our website and we tell them to go ahead and fill out an application, and then we give them a little brief OOC questionnaire. And so long as they can fill out the questionnaire, which is just like 4 questions about their preferences in RP, and as long as they can RP with us for about a week and kind of, get a good feel, make us feel like, yeah, that's a good character, that's a good person, then we'll bring them aboard.
Alrighty, and what is that website?
Our website is www.thewhitesigil.net.
Oh, perfect. And I'll put a link to that in the episode here so you folks can go there from here. So wonderful. All right. Well, we'll come back and we'll discuss a little bit more about the guild. All right. And we're back and we have, oh no, a tornado on the boat. I don't know what that was, but anyway, we're back and we.
That comes from her. It comes from her pet right there, the Tito dog. It's from Karazhan.
Oh.
And it causes a little side effect that causes a tornado to come through and blow all.
It's like the Wizard of Oz, right?
Exactly.
Oh, okay. Wonderful. All right, so we have here Sagoth, who's joined us. And so let's go ahead and meet her.
All right, this is another initiate. She's a very recent initiate to the Sigil. She just joined earlier this week. This is Sagatha Jacobs. She's an initiate. Her title is Private Sagatha. She is a level 90 from Redridge Paladin. And her currently says that she is short.
Okay, there's nothing wrong.
She's a shorty.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with being short. Right, guys? Looking at the gnomes over here, right?
Exactly.
Right, nothing wrong with being short. So welcome, Sagatha. And we also have another fellow gnome here who showed up.
Yes, this is Dr. Dennis Nocog, the fantastic psychologist of the White Sigil. He is a recent join to the Sigil. I see he was referred to the Sigil because he is a psychiatrist.
Okay.
His nickname is Disco. He is a medic of the White Sigil. His title is Disco the Patient, which he often has to be with the White Sigil. He is a level 90 gnome priest, and he is fabulous.
Yes.
He also loves you, Turwinkle.
Great. Yeah, we had fun with him at the pancake feed, and there were some off-camera hijinks going on, and he's just wonderful. Yeah, and and you also have to state that he fixes the mind. You guys fix bodies and stuff, and he fixes the mind.
Yeah.
Well, great. All right. Well, welcome, folks, and we'll be back with some more questions about the guild. All right. Well, we have just enjoyed so far learning about you folks. Now, on the Worm Rest Accord in the community, you guys, we touched on it here, but you do the pancake feed event, which is just great. And we talked a little bit during that episode with you folks on, how it was formed and whatnot, and that it happens, what is it, every Thursday? Every other Thursday?
Yeah, usually every other Thursday.
All right. And so what other events do you folks do? Do you do any other events or?
Well, for the longest time, we did a free public clinic, and we still do them. We just haven't done them in the same frequency that we used to. The White Sigil will hold a big free medical clinic where they'll set up the ship and they'll position people to kind of welcome people in, and then they will set up the menders, the medics, and the doctors, and we'll basically treat the public. Anybody who has an illness or an injury, or they want like a consultation on something that they're not really comfortable about, like maybe they had an injury a long time ago. It's basically free healthcare for any characters in Stormwind City.
Oh, great.
And those usually gather a pretty big crowd. It's a really neat opportunity to do some cool RP with kind of like the random people in the community.
Sure, that is a fantastic idea. And look out, Turwinkle. Don't get sucked up into the tornado. Okay. Well, as I was saying, that is just a wonderful idea and a great RP, and I hope to catch one of those. That actually sounds like a lot of fun. So,
yeah.
What we're going to do here next is we are going to talk to each one of you folks. We're going to find out what you enjoy about being in this great guild, and what keeps you here in the White Sigil. So we'll be back, and we're going to talk one-on-one with the members, and hopefully they're not set to overthrow you.
I hope not.
We'll find out next. All right, we have Sagatha Jacobs here. So Sagatha, what do you enjoy about being in the White Sigil Guild? What drew you here?
They're a fantastic bunch of RPers. I joined up because I can't be feeling bored all the time.
Sorry. Your wolf loves to create those tornadoes. So, if you could say that one more time, because a tornado blew right through us there.
I joined up because of the RP, and I can't be killing horde all the time.
Okay. Well, wonderful. And it says you're short. How short is Sagatha?
Sagatha is about 5'2".
Oh, okay, that's not too bad. That's actually tall compared to Turwinkle. But great. Well, wonderful answer, ma'am. And we'll okay, so we have Mama Bear in front of us here. So, Lasser, what do you enjoy about being in the White Sigil Guild?
There's there's the RP, but mostly it's the people. The people in Sigil make Sigil what it is, whether it's the characters they've created or just random OOC silliness in guild. It's what keeps me logging in and subbing and getting to know the different personalities of the guild.
Okay, and they call you Mama Bear. Why do they call you Mama Bear?
Lass is a very interesting story. She's evolved. She evolved very quickly from what I expected her to be and when I wrote her originally. She went from being a very immature, very hot-headed druid to this maternal figure for many of the Sigil. And I think a lot of where that came from was, I'm sorry, there's a cat in the background. A lot of that came from the people that she met, such as Zichi, who no longer plays. Marius was a big influence in her life, and the player has since retired. And a lot of that story just kind of came up that I never expected.
Oh, well, great. Well, thank you very much, and we'll see the next person. All right, we have the champion of the White Sigil Guild here, Argonis. So, Argonis, what do you enjoy about being in the White Sigil, sir?
Well, I'll tell you there, Turwinkle. I've been in a lot of guilds over 5 years of playing, and there's no other guild like them. You know, I mean, some guilds have been better than others, obviously, but this one really takes the cake. I'm really enjoying. I've only been in like 2 months, but already I'm having a blast, and that's what keeps me entertained.
Well, wonderful, and congratulations on your victory in the tournament, sir.
Thanks. Honestly, it was last minute. I just kind of went in. I hadn't jousted since Wrath, and came out on top. So.
Well, awesome. They're all pretty proud of you, and they're glad to have you in the guild.
Well, I'm glad to be in the guild. They're all, tremendous people.
Well, great. Wonderful answer. So we'll move on to the next one. We have we have Canum up next. And so, sir, same question to you. What do you enjoy about being in the White Sigil Guild?
Oh, goodness. Honestly, the unpredictability of everything. I rated hardcore in WoW, like hard modes, the whole 9 yards, for about 5 years. We had a set schedule. We had our raid nights, we had our raid times. I logged in to do that, I logged out. When I actually retired this character, more or less, to the server to live out his golden years in retirement, and I joined up with I joined up with the Sigil, and I really just enjoy being able to log in, do whatever with people, and log out when I feel like it, not being set to a schedule, and having random adventures.
Oh, well, great. Wonderful. And, sir, your shoulders are on fire.
It's just a little smoldering.
Okay.
I'll pat him out later.
Okay. Right. Well, wonderful answer, sir. Thank you very much. All right, we have Luxwin Firetail next. And Luxwin, I had the awesome opportunity to be at the Mage Royal Society lecture last night put on by the Arclight Industries Guild about gnome leprosy and how to cure it, and you were doing a wonderful job with your RP. I enjoyed it very much so. What do you enjoy about being in the White Sigil Guild?
Well, thanks, Turwinkle. Probably the biggest thing I enjoy about being in White Sigil, I've been here for a while, probably about 3 years. I started with the Worgen. Well, you start off human, then became Worgen throughout the storyline. I think the fact that we have not only a lot of great RPers, but people who write really well and draw really well, and we have a very active forums where people share their stories, and just the creative talent, the passion that people put into their characters, makes me, it's great, because it gives me a great environment to share a little bit of that too, because I really like it when the characters are very normal and human, like they don't feel like they have to be Dragon Ball Z type characters. They can just be very normal people.
Right.
And react like that, because it's like, I love immersive RP where we can all tell a great story together, and I always feel like we've got that here.
Well, wonderful. That's fantastic. So, well, thank you, sir, and look forward to more RP with you in the future.
Thank you.
All right. Well, we have Jenilyn Montgomery here with us. And so, Jen, what do you enjoy about being in the White Sigil Guild?
I really love the people. They're all genuinely great and inclusive and fun to talk to, even just on an OC level. And they're a blast to RP with. There's really never a dull day with this group.
Oh, well, great. Now I'm seeing your tag here. It says, I see when not derping. What are you... Can you explain that, ma'am?
I I have a tendency to run around or fly around in circles,
Okay.
so that's what that means.
Okay. Well, wonderful. And how long have you been with the guild so far?
About 3 months, although I've known Marjoram O'Seeley for a while longer from a different guild on different alts.
Okay. And so is that what brought you to the White Sigil?
Yeah, that, and I wanted to focus more on a character who wasn't my gnome and who had a few less issues.
You have a gnome and you're not playing your gnome? What?
I do have a gnome.
Well, we will have to meet that gnome sometime in the future here.
Yes, so that'll have to happen.
Okay, well, thank you very much. Alrighty, well, chomping at the bit here is Mira, and she just can't wait to tell us what she loves about being in the White Sigil. So go ahead, Mira. What do you love about being in this guild?
Well, that's right, Turwinkle, and thank you so much for coming and interviewing the White Sigil. We are glad to have you here, and thank you for doing all that you do. But back to why I think the White Sigil is the most amazing guild on this server, if I may say so, is that there are so many great people here. Like everyone said, I can't stress that enough. And on top of it, there are all our great officers that make it to where you can have the best RP experience and environment that they can produce for you. They will be there for you. They will lead you to RP. They will create the roleplay with you. And I have known Marjoram, Agnes, Sam, Jessica, whatever you want to call her. She's known by many names and is well known on this server and in World of Warcraft. And I've been her friend for almost 14 years now. I mean, she's the best.
All right.
She has amassed a whole team to help lead the White Sigil, and this guild's the greatest. I can't stress that enough.
All right, so this guild,
Yeah.
this guild is the bees.
Man, I'm pumped up.
Whoa, yeah, this guild is the bee's knees. Is that how you would put it?
Exactly.
Well,
And
awesome.
more.
Okay, well, great. Well, thank you, Mira. Thank you very much. All right, so we have Mida, and I know that's going to be a hard one to follow, Mida. But what do you enjoy about being in the White Sigil?
Well, I really want to echo Luxawin and Lasser. There are just so many awesome characters in this guild, and some of them are so complex that you would never guess just by looking at their profiles. And so really RPing with them and learning their stories over time has been my favorite part. And like Luxawin said, we've got very active forums with extremely talented artists and writers. And so I like to surf that even when I can't be on Warcraft. And it lets me kind of stay connected to the guild and also learn some things that my character can't learn yet.
Oh, well, great. I may have to get a picture of Turwinkle for my channel. I may talk to someone here. Who do I talk to about drawing a Turwinkle picture?
Honestly, you can take your pick. We've got so many people who do all different styles. It's really fun to see.
Wow. All right. Well, we may do that. Well, excellent. How long have you been in the White Sigil?
Oh boy, it's been a couple years now.
All right. Well, great. Well, thank you so much. And we will see the next person.
It's my pleasure. Have a good night, Turwinkle.
All right. So we have Luminar. here with us, the lover of Turwinkle's beard, and the guardian of the White Sigil. So, Luminar, what do you enjoy about being in the White Sigil?
Well, one of the things with the guild is just a lot of compelling storylines and characters, and I found, in comparison with other guilds I've been in, they do a really good job of giving all of the members a chance to shine, regardless of their rank or their seniority.
Well, great. That's important. It allows everybody to feel like they're part of the guild rather than just kind of some little cog in a vast machine. So that's wonderful to hear. How long have you been in the guild?
I think it'll be maybe a year and a half or so now.
Oh, well, wonderful. And you have a sprite darter on your shoulder, by the way.
Yeah, that's Meta's fault.
Oh, really? What happened there?
Well, she's just not very good at taking care of her pets.
Oh, is that so? Okay, well, we may have to address that at some point as well. Alrighty, well, thank you for taking care of Meta's pets, and thank you for the wonderful answer, sir.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for coming.
You bet. Alright, folks, well, we have Disco here with us right now, and a tornado somewhere. Okay. Disco, what do you like about being in the White Sigil Guild?
I like, well, what don't I like? I like everyone. I like the people. I like the experience. I like the RP. I come from really bad guilds and a really bad PvP server. So, you know, it was nice finding a bunch of people with, like, common ground and whatnot, you know? Like a place to fit in.
Sure.
Both OCD as well as ICD.
Sure, and so have they welcomed your type of medical help with open arms, or was it something that you had to kind of fight to get into the RP?
Oh yes, there were open arms as well as a party. They gave him cake. They really loved having him around.
Oh, great! So they really embraced the whole psychology type side of taking care of people then.
Oh yeah, of course.
Well, wonderful. Well, thank you, and we look forward to RPing more with you in the future, certainly.
Oh yeah! I'd love to RP with you. I love the beard. The
Okay.
beard's nice. Common ground there.
Thank you so much. And last but certainly not least, Agnes, obviously you like the guild because you're leading it, but what brings you back day after day to lead these fine folks?
Well, I feel like everybody RPs and chooses to RP in any environment. You know, we're talking LARP or tabletop or in a game or, you know, pen and paper. Everybody chooses to RP for different reasons. And some people use it for escapism, and some people use it as just like a fun hobby and so forth. But I think that the Sigil is a collection of people who have come together not only for a fun hobby, but I think they've come together because they're all genuinely just really awesome people. They're the kind of people that you would want to go hang out with, you know, in real life. You'd want to take them out to, you know, the bar for a burger and a beer. They're the kind of people that you can really, you know, get to know and become really close friends with. And it's that kind of common friendship that we all have that, you know, just makes me feel really good whenever I log in. I know I can talk to my friends. I know that I can hop on Vent and chat with them. If they're having a bad day, I know somebody will try to cheer them up. If they're having a good day, I know everybody's going to want to share in it with them. And, you know, for the 4 years that the Sigil's been on the server, I think that they have managed to accumulate within this guild, honestly, not just some of the best role players and writers and talented people, but just some of the best people. You know, just some really, really awesome people.
Well, wonderful. So, folks, you heard it here from each one of these fine people in this guild, what they enjoy so much about being in this guild, and really it shows in how much they love the leadership and love each other. So great. We'll be back with one final observation, and we'll let these poor folks go. They've been so very patient tonight, and we thank you for that, folks, and we'll be right back. Alrighty, folks. Well, what a wonderful guild that the White Sigil is. If you folks are looking for more of a support type guild where you're going out and you're not just going through and hacking and slashing, but you're going through to help people that have been hurt, if you're looking for some great RP that is well founded and knows where it's going and has some great events set alongside it, this is the guild for you. All these folks are, as you can see, a close-knit group, and we love talking to each and every one of you, and we're going to give Agnes one final word to you folks as maybe an invitation to you to come and join. So Agnes, what would you say to those folks out there that maybe we didn't cover tonight?
Well, what I really want to say is that the White Sigil, since we've been around for a long time, we've really grown to become kind of a family within the Worm Rest Accord community, and we hope to continue doing that. So if you're interested in joining our family and getting to know us a little more, please go to our website, which is, again, thewhitesigil.net. And if you see us in Stormwind, give us a whisper, wave at us, come up and start RPing with us. Just reach out to us. We'll reach out back. We love meeting new friends, and we love meeting new people. And so long as there is forces of good in the world, we hope that they all stand as one.
Well, wonderful. Thank you again so much, everybody. You've all been very patient and very kind with your answers. And we certainly enjoyed this time tonight. And hopefully you folks out there enjoyed it as well as we did. So, folks, we will see Turwinkle back in the hinterlands. And again, thank you so much. So, Turwinkle, give them a nice thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Turwinkle, come on now. You can do a little better than just thank you. Come on.
Allow me to express my deepest thanks.
I am honored.
That is so much better. Thank you very much. Folks, it's been wonderful, and we will see you soon.
Thank you, Turwinkle.
Thank you. Yay! You know, I think Turwinkle needs a bear hug.
Oh boy.
He needs a bear hug.
Oh, here we go. Thank you very much. We shall see you folks back in the hinterlands. All right, well, we're back in the hinterlands, and Turwinkle's getting ready for bed. So, wow, Turwinkle, what a great group, weren't they?
Indubitably.
Yeah, they were a lot of fun.
Affirmative.
Yeah, we really enjoyed the whole interview. So, folks, if you're looking for a fun guild to join, this is the one to join. Here on the Worm Rest Accord server, they really know their stuff inside and out. And so if you're looking to join a guild that is out there helping people to heal them in their RP, this is the guild for you. So look them up on the ship there and start RPing with them now to get to know these fun folks and see if you can't become part of the White Sigil. Well, folks, if you like this episode, please click like. That helps us to know that we're going in the right direction. If you'd like to comment, do so below. Let us know what you thought of this episode or the White Sigil or any other episode that we have so far. And finally, if you'd like to join Team Turwinkle, we'd love to have you. So click that subscribe button and join tonight. Well, Turwinkle, great job as always, sir. And we will see you next time, Turwinkle.
I'll miss you.
We'll miss you too, Turwinkle. Bye-bye.